Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. It's Gamer with Football, and I hope your day is going good. And what a game of football that was yesterday, last night against Leicester, and what a great win! Like we really needed that win. Like there was no point, talking about title race and drawing or losing against Leicester. So we had to get that win and put pressure on Liverpool, and that's what we did. And so many unexpected things happen in that game. Like, first of all, Sterling started. That's We knew he would start, but trust me, like I never want to see him play or start a game for us again. Like it was awful. And Marino came on as a striker. He scored 2 goals. nwaneri was amazing. He was the only one like in the from 0 to 90 minutes, like actually trying to score, create chances. Even Odegaard wasn't that good in the first half. In the second half, he improved. Partey was on and off that day, but it was like roller coaster of emotions because in the first, when I was watching the game, I was so frustrated. I'm like, there's no way we're going to win this game because it was, nil nil written all over it. Leicester weren't creating any chances, and we were not creating any chances apart from a couple of good, shots from nwaneri. And then in the second half, we actually looked really well. And then Arteta made the substitution. He brought on Marino and took off Sterling. And I was, when I was watching them, I was like shouting, from halftime, like he should make a change now because it was so obvious that Sterling isn't gonna do anything. He was struggling. I never saw a player, you know, uh, being offside so many times in first half, and then he was actually playing against Arsenal. I kind of had that feeling in the game because he was misplacing passes, wrong touches. He was trying to take on man, but it was not working. He was falling on the ground like so many times without any pressure. He was so weak on challenges. And I was shocked. Like one time, the ball came to him. He just stood, and the defender took the ball from him, and he did not even react. He did not even try to get the ball back. I was like, you know what, this guy needs to go because I don't want to sound rude, but it was so bad. Like, sometimes when like you can't even imagine how bad a player can be. He was that bad. But then Marino came on, and then he scored amazing goals. The build-up play was so good, and the nwaneri cross, like Bukayo Saka like cross, and Marino headed the ball in. It was a great header. And then after that, you kind of knew like Leicester had to attack, and when they will attack, of course they will leave space in behind, and we will have more chances to attack them. So that's what happened. They were attacking, and we countered, and Trossard put a really good ball in, and again Marino tapped it in. It was a good goal. And actually, when Trossard moved back to the left wing, he actually performed really well in the striker position. He was not performing well. He was struggling. He wasn't able to win the balls. Defender were bullying him so easily. But then when he went back to his position, he actually improved. So I'm hoping like Arteta would start Merino, Nwaneri, and Trossard because there's no way I'm going to watch Sterling for whole 90 minutes again West Ham. And trust me, West Ham is a better team than Leicester. So I'm praying and hoping that Merino starts, Nwaneri, and Trossard. That's the front three I want to see. Like from now on, Sterling, he can come on like when we are winning 2-3 nil, and if there is a two, if one of them get injured like Trossard or Nwaneri, then we don't have any other option. Even then, I would give chance to like Nathan Butler. You know, but Sterling just sit on the bench, and hopefully like when we are winning comfortably, and you can get few minutes because there is no way this guy is making any impact. As far as I know, I can tell because when I look at him, I don't see like he is not even trying, you know. So, but that was the only bad thing from the game because otherwise everybody else performed really well. Defense was strong, and also Odegaard picked himself up in the second half. He actually made some really good passes, and he actually carried the ball. Like he doesn't do that more often, but in the second half, he was actually riding the challenges and carrying the ball. So that was good. And his second finish, I was looking at it. The second finish of Marino, that was so good. He took it first time, half volley. The cross was good, but the way he controlled the ball, like it was first time hit. It looked like a really striker's finish, and he kept himself onside. The movement behind the defenders were also really good. So I'm hoping, like, we were saying that we needed somebody who can support the ball up front, keep the ball, and bring other player in because Trossard wasn't able to do that. Mm. And also, I think Marino can do the job up front, like for temporary solution. Like we didn't know, like he had that striker instinct or the way he was linking up the play really well, and he can hold up the ball. He's a duel winner, and because he won the most duels in all five European League last season, he can link up the play, he can hold up the ball, and so I think like he can do the job upfront for temporary solution because I remember his goal against Germany in the Euros, and he scored two goals again today, and those were like really clinical strikers finish the movement, and for the second goal he kept himself on side and behind the defender. That was good. His I remember his poacher goal against Crystal Palace. So he does have that striker's instinct, but we know like he's not a striker. But for temporary solution, we are desperate, and I don't want to see Trossard striker and Sterling left wing again. So I'm hoping like he can do that job for like 1.5 month, and then we can have like Martinelli back. Saka is coming back, I think, next month. So we just need him to like score few goals, link up the play, hold up the ball, and you know, if he can just help like Nwaneri, Odegaard, Trossard score few goals and win matches, and I think he's doing his job then. So that's what I was like wondering. Like for temporary solution, him and I think Calafiori, they have the like this kind of same build-up structure. They both can work up front, but I think as we see in Marino, he can do the job like better than most people think like he would do. So yep, hopefully like he can hold it up front, and our other players, attacking players, coming back soon. So I'm just hoping like Marino can save our season, and we can challenging we are gonna do regardless. But I'm just, this is the year I think we need to win, and because I feel like Liverpool is going to drop many points in future because they are not that strong. People think they are. They just they just get jammy goals, and like against Brentford, they were drawing and all in the extra time, and they got two goals, and people forgot about like they scored two goals in 90th minute. Like nobody talking about it. Most of their games they scored late goals, and some of them like even the opponents when they create chances they don't score against them. Unlike us, like everybody wants to play like Barcelona, like Newcastle and Aston Villa. They almost turn into Barcelona when they play against us. But whenever they play against anybody else, they become their usual self. Like Newcastle against Manchester City, they lost 4-0. It was so bad. And against us, I don't know what happens to them. Everybody takes us, like we are their own rivals. So anyhow, and so that was a great win, and I hope like Wolves beat Liverpool, and then we have a title in our hands. Then we can surely say like they are under pressure because 7 points they still have a gap to make mistake. But one, if they lose against Wolves or draw, then they can afford to lose any more points as well, and they will be under pressure. So let's hope for the best, and I'm hoping like Martinelli and Saga comes back next month as soon as possible because we need them. So I don't have to see Sterling play again because I don't want to be rude, but the guy is bad. So let's just enjoy the win, and I'm hoping like Marino gets 10 plus goals, and we are winning the title. That's the story I want to be, hearing or listening or seeing at the end of the season, because this team is really good. Despite all the injuries, the way we are performing, and we are unbeaten in last 15 in Premier League, like it's not easy. Like any other teams get that many injuries, they will be, you know, yeah, I guess like they will not be challenging for the title, let alone top four. So anyhow, have a good night, good day, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.